Guys, scams are getting smarter in the UK. They're getting more dangerous. Imagine renting out your Airbnb for just one night, only to return to find strangers demanding the keys to the property. And all because they've paid thousands of pounds in a deposit to a scammer. Today, I'll be breaking down one of the most shocking Airbnb frauds in the UK. I'll be breaking down how it happened, how it worked, and what you guys should be looking out for. Now, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications. Anyway, without any further ado, let's just get into this.
This woman has made thousands and thousands of pounds out of hiring my Airbnb for one night. Here we go. This is about a month ago now, so this is actually quite recent and still ongoing. So I've got to be a little bit careful about what I show you, just in case. So anyway, turn up to my Airbnb, the one that I have the cleaning video of that's gone a bit mad. And I'm just minding my own business, Hoover like over my shoulder. And this guy comes up to me behind me as I'm walking to the door, and it's always a bit, this area's a bit interesting, let's say. So this guy comes up behind me and he's like, "Hello, Jessica," and has paperwork, and he's like doing this with the paperwork at me. And I'm like, hello, like, I'm not Jessica, sorry, hi, how can I help? And he's like, "Look, I do a very easy clean for that day, didn't think too much more of it. But I remembered it, because obviously that's just a bit different." We come back to the Tuesday. Remember, you show me around the property, and this guy's Romanian. For a backstory, I'm not going to try and do an accent, but it was very broken English. We were trying to sort of work with each other. You showed me, I gave you the money. And straight away I'm like, oh my God, I've seen this on the TV. I've seen a documentary about this. Oh my God, he thinks I've scammed him. Property, it's an Airbnb. I think you may have been a victim of a scam. I think as soon as I started speaking, he realised not the same voice, not quite the lady who showed me around on Thursday.
She must be a
scammer. On the Thursday evening, when this lady rented out my Airbnb, she had about 20 people come round. She had posted as an estate agent and had about 20 people come and view my property that she had listed on Gumtree for half of the price that it should have been anyway to get people through the door. And then she's just been taking cash off of all of these people. And when I tell
That's a classic tactic. You're not going to listing it for half the price. So no wonder people were just coming straight through the door. Ridiculous.
And he shows me the contract, so I took photos of both. I'm going to put them in here and here. So we got to a point where I think he realised I was trying to help. I was trying to get the police to come. The police just said, not our problem. I said, I'm on my own as a female and I've got actually 10 guys stood in front of me. Can you please come out for my safety? No, it's not our problem. Such a commotion in the street by this point. But anyway, the guy who had been scammed sort of came round and realised I was trying to help him. I had action fraud on the line when the police said that's the only thing I can actually do.
That's crazy, that's nuts.
And this guy said to me, look, we're new to the UK, we couldn't rent normally, so we went through Gumtree. And that's the reason why we paid her 6 months up front. And at that point, I was just like, oh, okay, we're not talking £1,000. We're talking how much exactly?
Do not use Gumtree. Red flag there.
£1,000. This guy has handed to this woman in my house, pretending she's an estate agent and that he can move in. £3,000. If you're managing to get £3,000 out of someone, surely this isn't your first rodeo. And then it became a bit of a bigger thing. By this point, several neighbours had come out to see what was going on. But one lovely neighbour came out who happened to have all singing, all dancing CCTV. So turns out this neighbour has caught this woman walking up and down the street, talking to people that she's done viewings with, talking to them about when they can move in and how much money they need to give her and come back tomorrow to see me. And I'm going to insert a picture of her, only because of what's come to light since. About 2 weeks after,
She sounds like a
same woman
serial
texts me,
con
and she
artist.
goes, I found her, sends me a link. This woman has been going around this city doing this in probably every single Airbnb that exists at this point. She has made so much money out of this scam. She's done it to hundreds of people. So from her doing it to this one person alone, I've lost £175 in having a locksmith out to do the front and back locks on like an emergency rate. This guy's lost £3,000. The scary reality of this is she could have given them the keys and they could have moved in furniture. They could have sort of set up home. They could have changed the locks. And as far as I'm aware, I would have to go to court. It's a civil thing. The police wouldn't just come and kick them out. I would literally have to go to court and prove that I don't have this contract with them and that I'm not Jessica. And it would take 6 months to get seen by a judge.
Absolutely
And it's just
insane.
another thing that the cleans can be bad. There's damage all the time. But there's things like this as well where you're starting to deal with like legal issues. And for me personally, it's really scary because I'm on my own. I'm stood outside the door on my own. And I think sometimes you can see this in like documentaries or, you know, it can be on the BBC on the news for 2 seconds and you just think that doesn't really happen. Like even me, I would have said it'd be 1 in a million. She has literally done this to hundreds of properties and still no one is stopping her.
That is absolutely nuts. I don't know what you guys thought about that kind of scam, guys, but I just find this sort of thing so interesting. I can't believe this lady rents out her flat for 1 night and a serial con artist is able to carry out multiple viewings, take multiple thousands of pounds worth of cash from victims, really, and get away with it. She's done it to multiple properties. But I mean, her situation is absolutely shocking. There's no one there to help her. She calls the police. The police say it's not their problem. It's up to her to deal with this. Imagine being left there alone with no one to help, being sort of almost intimidated by a bunch of men. I mean, what are you supposed to do? It's absolutely crazy. The police won't help. You're only left with calling up people like Action Fraud. I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, scams are getting sophisticated, they're getting dangerous, and this is just one example of things not to do. If you've got a property that you're going to rent out via Airbnb, be extra careful and really vet everyone who you're going to let the property out to. The chap who was asked to give over £3,000, I just can't believe that. For any of you viewers watching here, never ever dish out cash upfront in rent, especially when you haven't got any official paperwork. It doesn't matter how good the person looks in front of you. They might be suited and booted, but you want official paperwork, official documentation, and just make sure you never hand over cash. Absolutely nuts. Now, if any of you have come across anything like this, I would love to hear from you. Drop it in the comments below. It's just absolutely crazy. So hopefully, guys, I'm going to bring you much more videos like this. Lots of scams, you know, a lot of things to look out for, and hopefully we can all stay away from. If you like the video, guys, hit the like and subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.